Hi everyone, welcome back to the Movie Reviewers 100. My name is Scott, also known as Cineram. I do the reviews on Thursdays here on this collaborate channel. We have themes. Our theme this week is Westerns, but I'm going to make the theme Clint Eastwood Westerns because the previous two guys I've posted this week have both done Clint Eastwood Westerns, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, and High Plains Drifter. The Good, Bad, and the Ugly was, of course, directed by Sergio Leone. High Plains Drifter was directed by Clint Eastwood. And Unforgiven, which I'm talking about, was also directed by Clint Eastwood, and he won his first Best Director Oscar, as well as Best Picture, for this film. Unforgiven takes place in the late 1800s. Clint Eastwood is a widower. He has two kids. He's working on a farm, but he's got a reputation as being a former badass, hired gun, and someone who is, as one title card says, notoriously intemperate disposition, not a pleasant guy to know. But someone out there, some woman, took a shine to him and cared about him enough to marry him and give him two children. And now she's dead. And, he is left to take care of the farm and the kids himself. Along comes a young gunslinger, hotshot, who tells him that in a town a few days' ride from where they are, there is a brothel that was recently visited by a couple of ruffians who damaged facially one of the women working there. And there's a reward for the capture and kill of these guys. So Clint Eastwood gets back on his horse with his youngster, finds his old partner, played by Morgan Freeman, and the two of them ride off to this town where they encounter the sheriff, Bill Daggett, who's played by Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman won supporting actor for this part. Gene Hackman, of course, is aware of the fact that these prostitutes have offered a reward for whoever gets the guy who cut up their mate. So he is actively discouraging anyone from taking this by making sure that no one who enters the town has a weapon, and if they do, he would beat them up. Meanwhile, Clint Eastwood is trying to reconcile his past with his current life. Keep saying to everyone who asks, "I'm not like that anymore. I'm just doing this, to help, my family, to help my, this kid, whatever. That's not the life that I'm living anymore." So he's struggling basically with his reputation, with his past, and the thing that he's done. Meanwhile, all the other characters are, kind of afraid of him. Or if they're not afraid of him, they're dismissive of him because he's such an old guy. I'm a big fan of this movie. It's pretty much a straight drama, though there are a few shootouts. It mostly focuses on just the efforts these guys are making in order to find the guys in the first place and do what it is they have to do to collect the reward. It's a pretty sad movie, actually, and I like sad movies. They're a lot more memorable than movies with happy endings where everything turns out all right, and everything does not really turn out all right at the end of this film. I actually saw this with a friend of mine who's a longtime Clint Eastwood fan, and he really didn't like it at all because he wants Clint Eastwood to be a badass in his movies. He wants him to pull out his .44 Magnum like Dirty Harry, or his six-shooter in westerns he does and just gun everybody down, and that's to him is a satisfying movie. Whereas seeing a character struggle with his past and be unsure about what he's going to be doing given a certain situation that he might be getting into that could be dangerous and could lead him to take more lives. That's something that I find a lot more compelling than just a straight, kill the bad guys type of thing. So naturally, I recommend this pretty highly. It's on my top 20 films of all time. Pretty high up there, number 12 or 13, I think. That completes our Clint Eastwood Western theme for this week. And we'll have a new theme, of course, starting on Friday, so I hope you tune in for that. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Have a good one.